It is splendid to see you again, my friend. If you hadn't saved me from that mob, I'd be penning a guide to the afterlife based on first-hand experience. Perhaps you would hazard a guess as to why the mob turned on me?
Orin the Red controls a syndicate of killers. Perhaps you pissed her off?
Quite right. But it is not Orin herself who has marked me for death. It is her dread master. The Lord of Murder has returned. As he did 100 years ago, Baal has set his accursed sights on Baldur's Gate. And his temple runs red with the blood of the innocent. Orin is his chosen. And like Sarevok before her, she is able to take on the savage form of the Slayer. If the Slayer is not stopped, it will slaughter every living thing in this city. As one of those things, I'm particularly eager to stop it. And there is a way. I have a study of the beast, penned by the wizard Irenicus himself. It contains all the knowledge needed to slay the Slayer. Now I just need a brave adventurer, willing to face Baal's chosen, and to put the knowledge into practice.
Well, I'll do it.
Wonderful! I can scarcely think of anyone more suitable. It will serve you well. A study of the Slayer, penned by John Irenicus. It's one of a kind, so do try to keep it away from the inevitable bloodbath.
Tell me about Irenicus.
A genius. Exiled from his home in the elven paradise of Soldanessala, when he attempted to seize the power of life itself, he instead turned his magnificent mind to murder on a grand scale. That is how he came to crave the power of the Baal spawn. He saw them not as living things, but as tools for his own machinations. In the end, though Irenicus took the form of the Slayer for himself, it was a Baal spawn who thwarted him, the same that saved Baldur's Gate.
What is the Slayer?
The Dream Eater. It is said the children of Baal are claimed throughout their sleep, ever disturbed by visions of a life of bloodshed and terror. Once they have seen too much, once these dreams drive their minds to break, they are beset by the Slayer. It is a beast of unspeakable violence that consumes all in its path, including the soul of the one who is host to it.
I've already slain Merkel's chosen. I can handle this.
I am a living witness to Baal's defeat those 100 years ago. So I know your battle against him is not futile. He can be stopped, but not all of those who stood against him survived. And those who did were never the same again. I wish you luck, my friend. And I hope that when I see you again, you'll be in one piece. 2 or 3 at most.
So he is older than 200 years. He's very weak to live that long. He hasn't leveled that much. Even though this child of Baal has thus far been squandering the gift of their unholy blood, it seems that Baal's lash is escapable. The Graven God now has besieged them within the Slayer, the Beast and Prophet, and they turn. Their mind is broken. More broken than all my torments could ever rend it to. I spend all this while testing the captive spawn with my experiments, trying to extract more of Baal's gifts from them, but they have brought the Slayer upon themselves. It seems that it manifests in moments of pure hatred, a divine hatred those of mortal blood cannot fathom. When the child of Baal hates in a way that pleases their lord, Baal himself descends upon them as his own avatar, despite all the Baal spawn of Candlekeep has done to prevent Sarevok's uprising. It seems Father must love them dearly indeed to intervene personally on their behalf. Perhaps if I continue my routine of absorbing all the divine essence I extracted while the spawn was my captive, I can force Baal's magic to quicken in my blood. Thick the fool God into thinking I'm one of his own children, thus may I tame the beast for myself. The book then continues with a detailed record of Inertius' experimental attempts to transform into the Slayer. That is weird. I don't know if that's gonna help us at all.
Ansur is dead.
Yeah? What are you doing?
There'll be no great tempest roaring through the skies, no dragon redeemer to save us. What hope then for Baldur's Gate? Without the great worm's aid, is the city doomed to fall?
You braved the worm's lair, seeking a savior. Yet it was you, all of you, who vanquished the undead abomination which Ansur became. You are more powerful than you understand. It is you who are the Tempest. It is you who are the heart of the gate.
You're right. We are the warriors who'll slay the Absolute. We are the guardians who'll defend this fair city.
It would have been nice to have a dragon on our side.
Perhaps. But we will still smite the brain, and still be hailed as champions. I could even claim my father's own ducal title, and carry his banner after this. Grand Duke Will Ravengard, Marshal of the Flaming Fist, the city's truest defender.
Follow your heart, Will. I trust you to make the right decision.
I fought to right the wrongs of the coast, to slay the monsters that hunt the helpless. What good is a champion who puts himself above the people? What good am I as a politician just out of reach? There will be no Grand Duke Will Ravengard, and there will be no Blade of Frontiers. I am now the Blade of Avernus. For as long as demons and devils imperil the Sword Coast, they will be my prey.
Hail the Blade of Avernus.
A calm settles over you. The Elder Brain is a menace, but with the Blade of Avernus at your side, you know you will triumph.
Well, I don't know. He's okay, but I think everybody else is better. He's not the worst, but he's far from the best. Maybe I picked the wrong spells for him. Or maybe I should have dual classed him. Maybe that would have been better. But we are stuck in for some reason. Luckily we can escape through this pipe, I think.
I'm way too big.
Oh, good. We just had to get close to it.
Better not be cursed.
Okay, at least we're out of that place.
Are they going to arrest us?
Let's rehearse this one.
Confront Lord Gortash. Investigate flop house. We're skipping the flop house. Yeah, we had something down here. We need to talk to the fisherman. So we have to talk with everybody.
I should speak up.
Can't talk. Bloody oil's gummed up my nets.
Hells, it's everywhere still. I don't suppose you've got any experience getting oil out of sealed wood.
I thought you oiled the wood so it would survive longer. Where did all this stuff come from anyway?
Me and Flea here were out on the water casting our nets, expecting to find the usual crop of halibut. Then, all of a sudden, my net starts dragging, and there's a bloody wave serving all twisted up in it. We took her back to the docks to try and help her, but she was already dead.
What happened to her body?
The other wave servants came to get it. Her. Sorry. They took her back to the temple. You can hear the bloody caterwauling from here.
Oh, that was the corpse. Why are there so many dead fish floating in the harbor?
Buggered if I know. Might be something to do with all that oil in the water. It's too bad we can't sell him. Bloody waste, if you ask me.
Did you see anything else unusual?
We both saw some sort of wake moving towards the docks when we picked her up. But there weren't any other boats around. Maybe it was something big moving underwater. I don't know. It was weird, whatever it was. Kinda looked like it might have been heading towards that building across the channel, actually.
Is your boat all right?
The boat's fine, but the nets are in tatters. Need to deal with all this oil before we can fix them, though.
Oh, over there. I don't want Jahira in the team though. Go to camp. I want Shadowheart back. Shadowheart. We're gonna talk to Will again, apparently.
The Blade of Avernus. A new name for a changed man. The four pillars finally rise within me. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. I'm not to abide them, but to become them. But enough reflection for today. I'm of a mind to celebrate. A hearty meal would do the trick. A few hunks of fresh venison, a round of brown ale. What do you say?
I'll leave you to it.
Too bad. Maybe you'll go changing your mind once I've hunted some deer and scrounged up the ale. Let's hope Gale doesn't take offense if I assume cooking duties just the once.
What are your plans as the Blade once the Brain is defeated?
I scout both the Hells and the Coast's havens, and I destroy every fiend that dares put its eye on Faerun.
Okay.
So Will's the Blade of Avernus now. I suppose that's a new sort of frontier for him.
Join me.
A bit crowded, don't you think? You'll need to lead the...
There we go. Okay, so we were they had the one we needed to talk to just at the What is this waypoint?
Fancy the look of those.
Deliver our goods to the docks. Why?
So it's in the same place where we killed the goblin dogs, whatever they was called. Search Flim cargo for the beast monsters. If I only knew what I was supposed to do. Perception failed. Who got the perception? Shadowheart, come on.
That's curious.
Like jail cells and stuff. What the hell kind of a dungeon is this? Like a basement to a warehouse being all prisony. Yeah, I've got to summon a bunch of stuff too.
What are they?
What's next?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. With haste.
Thieves' Duel. Infernal Iron. Red Hammer's Journal. Blast and cursed at Gortars for making this job so juicy I couldn't just turn it down. How could I refuse the opportunity to build the cap from those Gondian plans, making Red Hammer's signature improvements as I went along, of course. But this is far worse than just a smuggling job. I suspect there's torture going on in the throne. And I don't trust these bannies as far as I can kick them. This is all going to end badly. I think I'd better complete that clockwork escape kayak pronto-like. Pronto. Oh great, a top view.
Anything of use?
Save. Pile of
Light on my
sacks.
feet.
What do we have here? Red Hammer the Deceiver.
Oi! What's this? You ain't supposed to be down here, mate.
You spot a curious metal contraption in the water. A submersible.
Boss sent me to check up on the situation here.
No news is good news, right? Especially with the rough water between here and the Iron Throne. No prisoners lost in the last batch of runs either, though them servants of Umbly are making the trip damn near deadly. Bloody salt is always flopping around in the water. I've almost hit one or two now. Might have even nicked one off the port bow the other day. Maybe that'll teach them to keep out of the way.
Who are these prisoners?
Gundians, mostly. Collateral to keep those working in the Steel Watch foundry under control.
I never heard of this Iron Throne.
It's an underwater prison, most secure in the realms. Myself and Cap are the only ones who can make it there in one piece.
You're as guilty as the people who imprisoned the Gundians. I need to get to the Iron Throne.
Do you now? Boss never sends anyone that away but prisoners.
I meant to go, trust me. Persuasion, please. There's something I need to do in the throne, something Lord Gortash doesn't need to know about.
Oh, the Jableda's on you. Look, I don't want any trouble, but I know old Gortash is up to some mad shit in there. I'll take you in, but look, there's some bad shit going down in there. You don't want to get involved. Neither did I, but it was them or me. I'll get Cat warmed up. Get in when you're ready.
Okay, very good. Like, we have gotten way more, like, medals on Karlach that we could have used. We could have could upgrade her twice. That's all we could do. Alright, let's see what this is. We need to save before.
Here we go.
Aren't you the intrepid little adventurer, digging and diving where you don't belong?
What are you doing here?
The Iron Throne, a ruin from the city's dark past that could become a template for a brighter future. It is the most useful tool for motivating my Gondian workforce, key to the construction of the Steel Watch that keep the city safe. But like all tools, the moment it ceases to be useful, I will break it. Thanks to your trespassing, that moment may have come. Return to the docks, or the deaths of everyone inside will be on your conscience.
How many people are trapped within? How many lives will be lost?
Okay, we have to defeat him first then.
Wise. I'll see you soon.